Hello, it's Trevor Jackson, and welcome back for another video. That's my old intro. It doesn't sound as appealing, and I also am looking at my computer again, but I have my phone here, so I'm just looking back and forth. Anyways, yeah, I did used to do commentaries. I had a gaming podcast, and it kind of got overthrown by my guests, so I couldn't really speak on anything I wanted to talk about, and all they talked about was politics. They're from the UK, and I don't talk with them anymore, but they're just kind of disrespectful, and I don't know what they're up to nowadays. Probably just in uh, college and stuff. But today I want to be talking about the modern and probably even postmodern, maybe accelerationist idea of future energy and technology. I know the topic about zero point energy is something that people are interested in, and I will be mentioning some things about it. While I don't have a clear idea, I do have some ideas, and I would like to see where it goes. I did some drawings of machinery that is fascinating to me personally. I enjoy it. Trying to decode some dream stuff, and I made this drawing, as you can see, quite interesting. There's a lot of different components in there. You can get the general idea of it, magnets and where the electricity goes flowing by this, and how the pipes or the metal circuits go down. There's a backstory to that, but it's not something that can be easily talked about because it's not it's not easy to describe without revealing like information about UFOs and stuff that is not quite figured out yet. And I'm fascinated by it. It's a topic that I enjoy, and if you want to hear me talk about that, then I will definitely save that one for a guest podcast. I would love to do that. So, without further ado, I'm going to be talking about accelerationism and future energy. So, one of the things that I'm most fascinated about is the idea that new technology can be made. That's the first preliminary. And the second is that we can do more to adapt on old technology as well to make it even better. Because new technology just goes off of the old stuff. You can't get anywhere without making some adjustment to your current idea. So the fascination with that lies in the belief that we can improve, and I'm often amazed at how people have been able to make stuff in the first place. Like, it's when you look at the world from a perspective of, wow, this is what humans have made, it becomes a very interesting and amazing thing to take note of every little, I have a candy cane here, take every little note of what's around us, and you start to observe your environment in numerous ways, and like, somebody built that, somebody made that. The same thing happens with technology, and if we can't really comprehend our own technology, how are we supposed to comprehend, alien technology? I just broke it in my hands. So it would be very hard to comprehend for anybody, genius or not, what the idea of a type N any civilization could be, one through however many there could be, until a certain point where it's theoretically possible that the species themselves exist as a non-physical being in whatever space-time. Talking about the ideas of how technology could bring us to that point is up to debate. It could be biological transformations, or it could be properties induced by the changes in material science, or materials in the physical world. Because, as we know, the physical world does not fully allow for everything currently at the moment. But, sorry about that, knowing the physics and the properties of matter would be very helpful and beneficial to getting us in the right direction. Comes without a doubt that for the way we are heading, it's very clear we will have amazing technology this year, more amazing technology the next year, and so on and so forth. But we can't really predict what level of advanced we will get within this decade or the next, because as time goes on, it gets harder to predict these things, and that shouldn't be something uncommon to knowledge. It's a fact that everybody lives with. The more time that passes, or the more you look into the future, the more uncertain it becomes. Even if there's good and bad, it doesn't really matter which one it is. It's just one way or the other. There's going to be a lot of change. And speaking of metals, which are used to make products, just looking at something like this. It's a jack for headphones, or the larger one, I don't know what it's called specifically. I have 4 of them in my desk. I don't use them because I've used my other headphones here to plug into my computer. And then I notice the computer. There's apps that have been made, and they all run on servers. Well, I'm sure they do. Your information is stored. I had to install OBS again. I'm getting OBS on my computer now here. And you can see that, I had uninstalled OBS. It was off my computer, off my downloads. And I searched for it when I was going to make this video. And I reinstalled it for Mac, Silicon version. And my information is still here. Which is annoying because some of the settings that I don't want, I'm a little bit too lazy to change, which is always going to be a thing in human nature. No matter what, people are not going to do everything they can in one moment to change absolutely everything, because you can't. There's a lot around me in my desk space. I can show this, but it might blur my camera again, so I'm wary of that. I have books behind me, books in front of me, paper, a gum tray, tea tray / snack tray in a jar, some music things, some technology things, and I might as well turn that off because I'm not using my microphone. It doesn't work. It doesn't do the left right. It only does the other ear. I also have in my fancy elf ear here. I also have pens. So when looking around you, there's a lot that you can deal with, but not a lot that you will deal with, because you don't use every glass that you see. You don't write with every pen you see, so you can't do that with everything around you. It becomes very difficult to enjoy anything with ADHD or other conditions when you are subjugated to a rapidly emotional changing environment, because it also could be the physical changing environment, but with technology there's a bridge between this emotional state, health, technological advancement, and the ups and downs of life that does not allow for everybody to achieve everything all at once. So opportunity is circumstance. And the more you can do to mitigate or lower the risk of other things that are bothering you for each little thing that you get into, including technology, you have to counter it with taking out something that is bothering you, or making it harder for you to function as a person. With that in mind, it would be very amazing, personally, to... I'm going to rearrange my hair here. I haven't taken a shower yet today. I was going to, but I had a shower yesterday, and my hair still got oily after, and my face as well. You can see a little bit of shimmer. I have my light here going. Ow. I could show you, but I don't want to risk this blurring again. Yeah, okay, we're good. Speaking on that, mechanisms come in all different forms. Machine could be considered a mechanical pencil. In some way, yes, if you want to gatekeep the definition, there are ways to say that a lot of things around us are machines. Not necessarily robots, but they do compute and they do have mechanics. So what is involved in that process is a clear indicator of what type of world we live in currently. Now, taking a branch from that, we say, well, what will be the future? And you can't really take the current and imagine the future, because even though the future is built off of the past, and the past becomes history, even by second or minute or month or year or decade, you compare yourself, most people compare themselves to the current time frame. It's contemporary. So they're always a contemporary, and you build off of that in the contemporary as the present moves into the present, and people either change, and the group effect, or they don't. So that could be a reason for stagnation in progress, and that could be a reason for an adaptation in progress. We don't entirely know which is which, but it could be both in multiple sectors at once, or either one for a different field. Talking about that, it goes down to the very smallest things that happen. And hi, Bruno. Hi, Katie. You might come over here. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. And I would be very happy to be one to make technology, but obviously you can't always get what you want, and there are people doing it better than you. So I've never invented anything, but I've come up with a few ideas, and I would like to see where it takes me, you know? Anyways, yeah, I got my kitty here. He doesn't like the mint smell of the of the candy cane. It's like, hello. Maybe if I move my head down here. Yeah. My sweet cat. I love him so much. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this face of mine, then feel free to comment if you enjoy it, but I know I look tired. I didn't sleep well last night, so, yeah, and my teeth are just a little slightly yellow. It's natural, but I could be doing better. Anyways, thank you, and I will talk to you later. Peace.